think the way that the world is set up now, people identify themselves by their occupation, and I think that is doing us a great disservice. Because honestly, I mean, I'm grown-ish, but I still am trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. Like it's ever evolving. It's never the occupation. It's the journey. It's the here and now. But like there's core values and ways of being and things that are important to you that are far beyond what it is that you do to earn a living.
Welcome back to the Clubhouse Lounge, where you are more than your entertainment and more than your occupation. I am Mike Wells. Right here I have Nico Goodrum, Lou Brinson, Emmanuel Hudson. And once again, we have another special guest. We have Jessica Johnson. Everyone making some noise for her.
Let go, Jessica! Welcome.
Jessica Johnson is the owner and creative director of Creative Edge.
Creative Edge.
Yes. How did you get started with that?
Oh, wow. How did I get started? So I've owned the company for about 10 years now. Mm-hmm. How did I get started? I had a baby.
Well, congratulations. Years later.
Yes, 10 years ago, had a baby. And I decided I was not going back to corporate America because
Love that.
I'd been dabbling and doing stuff on the side, and that was like the final straw for me. And I got together with a friend of mine who ended up being my mentor and kind of gave me the ropes, or taught me the ropes, gave me the blueprint, and that was how it started.
And that's how it started.
Yeah, and 10 years later, still rocking.
Love
Creative
it.
Edge. Okay.
So I'm sorry, what exactly is Creative Edge?
Oh, yeah, Creative Edge, creative firm. So we do marketing, branding, automation, and web design.
Okay.
Photography, video, all the things, like all the little things that you need to launch your business. And
As you get older and you become who you are, you start to realize how important those things are
So important.
to growing a business.
Especially today's day and age.
Very important.
Absolutely.
And you try to do it yourself, and it's like a little tacky.
Because you guys know
cheap.
the statistics. I have a hard time with that word.
What, analytics?
Statistics.
the stats.
Stats.
There you
Is
go.
that short for statistics?
Got you.
That's short for statistics.
And never again will he have a problem with that word.
No.
You didn't know that?
It's Pacific and not
Pacific.
specific.
Dog.
Specific or Pacific.
I did
Okay.
not know
Specific.
stats is short for statistics.
Mystical.
Stat. I ain't know stats is short for stats.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Welcome to the Clubhouse Lounge, Jessica.
Welcome.
So we're gonna do a life check up with everybody. Me, I'm doing great right now. Can't complain about life. Life has been amazing. God has been great for me. Looking forward to just continuing to grow in this podcast world, because this is my first go around with being a mediator and interviewing. So
You're doing a great job, Mike.
You're doing an awesome job, brother.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing your thing.
that's my little life check, whatever. Nico house.
Blessed, bro. Much gratitude to God. Beautiful family. We're just raising them and going through that process of learning each day. Who my wife is, who my kids are, and trying to be better for the people around me. You have your moments of, frustration or whatever, but you kind of pray that off and keep it pushing. Yeah. But yeah, we overall, man, I can't be more thankful. So.
Okay, all right.
Y'all know what I'm gonna be on, man. Everything is everything. Everything is great. No complaints. God is good. Family's healthy. Friends are healthy. Nothing more that I can ask for.
How close is the EP to being done?
Come on, man.
You got EP coming out?
Yeah, man. You know what? Now I ain't gonna say the name of it, but yes, it's a Believer EP. I like that. I don't like to call it gospel, because there's a difference between Christians and true believers. So, believer, like believer EP. So it's for the gospel. You can throw it in the gospel category. But yeah, really close to being done, man. And if I invite you out to the listening party, so we working out the kinks with that. So
Looking forward.
Everything is good, man. Miami is beautiful. I love living there. I just thought I had to say that. I'm blessed.
I think he's still in Miami. Huh?
Y'all see the fit. But yeah, but Miami this time of year is wonderful, beautiful. Went to the beach the other day, just enjoying life and enjoying success and continuing doors opening for me and meeting new people and getting good resources and new resources and with the foundation I'm working with, man, we're doing a lot of great things and I'm very proud of the foundation. I'm proud of myself, honestly, for the transition from baseball to what I'm doing now. And yeah, man, I'm proud of me just sticking with it and believing in God's path for me. And yeah, man, so it's going good. It's going good. New things to come for sure.
Things to come. Jessica, how is life?
No complaints. Life is good. I have an amazing 10-year-old that is like my rib. Beautiful, solid, like foundation of friends. Work is good. Life is good. No complaints.
if it wasn't, would you be telling the truth? Like, because we do this often, like the life check, and everybody seems to have something positive to say, like, oh yeah, life is good. Is it really, or are you an emotional wreck right now?
First of all, I'm not ever allowed to be an emotional wreck.
Come on, somebody.
We cannot be. We got to hold it all together all the time. But no, like, here's the thing. Like, I think I like that because, like, going beyond the surface, right? But the truth of it is, when you're super critical and super like a perfectionist or things like you're super competitive, like you're never focusing on what it is that you've accomplished in the past. You're always focusing on the next thing. So if you're not careful, you run risk of constantly feeling like it's not good enough, right? Or life ain't what it's supposed to be or whatever, right? So like when you take a moment and really sit down and be with yourself and look at all the things that you've done and accomplished and the people that you have in your circle and the love that you give and receive, like then, yeah.
We ain't started, Mike. But I gotta kind of throw that out there. In baseball, it took me so many years. This is 16 years for me playing professional baseball, and you come to that conclusion after trial and error, and you trying to do it yourself, right? And you get tired and realize that some of this stuff is out of your control. You gotta just leave it. For me and my faith, I leave it to God. So being able to go out there without that pressure, because we hold ourselves to a high standard that we're gonna do it, and then you hit that wall, and it doesn't get done, and now you're dealing with that off of your wreck because you had these high expectations on this human body, right? That sometimes can't get it done, and that's that baseball for sure.
Yeah.
All right, my fault.
You're good.
But-
You're good.
So next, we of course like to drink some wine. You're partaking with us as well, Lou.
She decided to go with the straw with you.
Yeah.
They laughed at me. They laughed at me. Look
bro,
at
your
me.
teeth
Look
still-
at us now.
Your teeth still hurting a week later?
I don't know. They white right now.
Your teeth still hurting.
Well,
Did they get bleached?
Well, kind of.
I've had that done once. It was not fun.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yep. Oh, me and my
never
yellow
again.
teeth.
I can tell you that. Just never again.
I will stick with my.
I'm a
I will
straw.
stick with my
I
yellow
drink
teeth.
my wine with a straw from now on.
Right.
Whatever.
So Lou picks the wine. So right now we try to make.
This time I didn't, though.
Wine drinker.
Nico picked this.
Nico picked it.
Silver
Oh,
Oak.
I'm gonna love it.
Probably gonna hate
Nico is
it.
what,
Anyway,
4 for 4?
Silver Oak.
Wendy's.
Another cab. My favorite wine. I think Nico favorite wine as
That's
well.
one of them.
Yeah. I've heard of this before. I think I've had this before, and I didn't really care for it. But we're gonna see, and we're gonna see if E-Man likes it. That's pretty much the premise of why we're doing this, because E-Man hates wine.
He don't like wine.
Hilarious.
He
Where's
likes-
it from?
Where's it from?
Now that I'm
Alexander
about that,
Valley.
Yeah.
which is California.
I'm pretty sure California. So
The American
Simona
wines.
Count, yeah.
So you're not a fan of
American wines are
wine?
tricky for me.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I wanted, yeah, because in America you find like Roundup in your wines. Like they have a whole bunch of these chemicals that are neurotoxins and yeah.
So what is Roundup?
Roundup is
A weed killer, ain't
Yeah,
it?
weed killer. Monsanto, like all those things. Like it's the weed
got us
killers that
drinking
they
weed
spray
killers?
on everything. It's bug
I
and
thought it
weed
was the
killers. Yeah,
I thought it was
but
the
stuff
wine
is-
the whole time. It's the
It's the
It's the
weed
chemicals.
killers. Oh my God! See,
I thought I was getting a buzz off of.
no, I can't drink no wine.
Well, I done
See?
paid for a lot of
They
wine. I
laughed
didn't drink
at
I
it.
you.
done drink a lot of wine. Now.
They tooted their nose up at me. You're not a wine drinker. I'm not a Roundup drinker.
I don't like to drink
chemical-based
weed
drink.
killer. Well, Ting Ting,
Let's see if this
drink a
Cheers.
this
pour.
Roundup.
Damn.
Cheers.
ting, 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 ting.
Ting.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
You need a refill?
I'm the damn.
Can I get a
Louis
refill?
right here. Don't
There
worry.
you go.
It's too early for me to be choking.
Okay.
No, thank you.
There you go.
I don't
Yep.
really even drink like I like.
Well, you
like
don't-
once
it's
a
just-
year.
Welcome. Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Clubhouse Lounge. You don't even have to sip on
Where
that.
we drink.
Yeah.
Ah.
You drink a little bit.
Emmanuel.
How's the
Hey,
roundup?
no more Stella Rosa too.
yes,
How's
no
the
more
roundup?
How's the Roundup taste, Emmanuel?
This is probably as close
What does
as
it
juice
taste
as
like?
you're
What
gonna
does it
get.
taste like? What does it taste like to you?
It tastes like. What's the thing that they say when they put something out and they got to take it back off the street? A call back? Or what is it?
Recall.
A recall.
That's what it tastes like.
The recall.
They need
A
to
recall wine.
It tastes like recall.
Okay.
All right, Dico, you no longer 4 for 4. So what?
Yeah, what a good average.
That's great average.
That's
In
a great
baseball,
average.
Medium.
What is that in baseball?
Medium.
Got a medium
What are you,
average.
4 for
To him, that's a medium.
4 for 5?
4 for
medium.
5 is not.
That's a
good.
I
great
swear,
day.
That's 600.
Yes, that's a wonderful
Changing
day.
600.
Remember, he doesn't know anything about baseball. So
Yeah.
600.
Do you know anything
I was
about
about
baseball?
to say, is
She doesn't know
everybody
anything
in
about
baseball here?
No, just-
I know one thing. Ain't no crying in baseball.
That's what
Come
I'm talking
on now,
about.
ain't no
Come on
crying in
now.
baseball.
Say it again.
There's no crying. There's no crying.
I've never heard
I
of
say
that.
that to my daughter all the time.
Is she a baseball?
No,
Oh,
no,
that's from the Capital
it's
One
just
commercial.
The movie, right? No,
That's from
Yes, it is.
a league of their
Listen,
own.
Yeah, League of Their Own.
There
They
you
got
go.
it from a League of Their Own.
A league of their own.
They used it.
But
in
it
that
was on a
commercial.
baseball. I don't know. Can that be my baseball? I don't know about baseball.
We
Just
just,
You
saw
know-
it on the baseball to the Capital One.
we just
commercial.
correcting you on
And
what
she said-
movie it
What a
is.
600 is.
What?
What is a 600?
Oh, out of 5 at bats, I got 4 hits.
Yeah,
Why
My
is it a
average.
600?
that's what
That's the average. If you do the math,
If you do the math,
Where y'all get
equals
600 from 5 to 4?
I was successful 4 times out of 5. Therefore, my average would be 600.
He's still saying we're.
like how
Where's
do you-
600? Where y'all getting 600 from 5 and 4?
Because I've had 5 wines and you've liked 4 of them, and this is the first one that you haven't liked.
I think the math isn't mathing.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's
So
nowhere
what's
near
a perfect?
mathing.
What's 5 out of 5?
that would be
1,000.
1,000.
See what I'm
You'd
saying?
be batting
Okay,
1,000.
so 4 is 600.
It would be 1.000. Now 4 for 5 would be 0.600.
Yeah,
and then
I
3
wasn't that
for
good at math.
5.
I don't know nothing about no baseball.
3 for 5 would be 500 because you're you're.
The math isn't.
Or wait, no,
So
is
where
that
does
that's not
where does
500? I'm sorry.
How high does this number start?
Is that?
I'm with you.
Or it's 3 for 5, 600.
I think 3 for 5 is 600.
They don't
and-
even
and yeah,
know.
4
And 4 for 5
5
is 800, I think,
asking us if we know.
or
baseball.
665.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, I got drafted at
I'm terrible at
at
math.
18.
Yeah.
Therefore, no college for me, buddy.
Lou, you're going to have to know this.
Why do I have to know this?
This is your future.
That's true, but I don't need to know the mathing of it. I
Not
just
going to be one of them analysts.
no. I'm not gonna know the numbers.
You look like an analyst.
Up the bat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Got Tom Brady face.
Okay.
What?
Let's talk about the fit check, man. What we got on? What we starting with? Let's start with Lou. Said Miami. What you?
Oh, I'm rocking the Miami fit. You know what I'm saying? Without the shorts. Marie St. Pierre.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Marie St. Pierre
Okay.
made the shirt. It's a very comfortable shirt. I wear this shirt a lot, actually. Fashion Nova jeans. Can't go wrong with Fashion Nova jeans. These are a go-to. The low top autumn blazers. I forgot when I got these in autumn sometime and in fall time. But yeah, these are very comfortable and I really like them. They're a little different. And they go with the fit.
Jessica, you made it look when you said fashion over jeans. Can't go wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, what we got?
What's up?
I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know men wear Fashion Over.
I knew it. That's
I-
you a little judging. That's you a little judging.
Look,
It's all
I see all
good.
the Instagram models wearing Fashion Over. I personally don't.
Yeah, men have Fashion Nova. They have Fashion Nova men. And their clothes are very nice. Now, if you wash them too many times,
Hilarious because
You might-
who washes clothes?
You might have 5 washes out of that fashion. Nova.
Rocky, man.
Actually trying to make sure I shot my boy out correctly, man. But this is FGB. You know what I'm saying? FGB
RGB?
Sprite. Shout out to my dog, man. Twan, man. He's the creator of this. He's the stylist. He didn't style me, but this is his clothing line. I don't know if people really like have seen it before, but Future rocked it. He rocks it a lot. When it first came out, like it took over the nation, and a lot of people didn't know, including myself, that I was standing next to the creator who I've been cool with for years and had no idea that he was the creator of that. So shout out to FGB Twine. He's a stylist for Saha Prince. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking his hoodie, the Betty Boop collection. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that Betty Boop was, the story about like a black woman and things like that. So you know how America do with that. I'm rocking the Nike slacks or pants, whatever you want to call
Those are
these.
Nikes?
Yeah, these are Nikes. I just did it. And speaking of Nikes,
I didn't get it at first.
just do it.
standing on Ben 10s. I'm going, had to spin the block on these. Okay. Keep it simple.
Same hair.
Nico.
Fashion Over pants.
Why are you looking
Sweatpants.
at me?
Sweatpants. I look dead at her. Fashion Nova. These are Fashion Nova.
Hey, get what, Nico?
Don't say it.
If she got something to say, I got your phone. Standing on
Hey,
Ben
Delta
10. Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah.
I got the Air Force Ones. Everything's comfortable, and this is a purple brand. A little oversized T-shirt, nothing fancy.
That looks like the guest bathroom towel.
Go ahead, Mike.
Did you wash your hands with?
No, the ones that you're not supposed to touch.
Yes. But I'm saying the one you wash your hands because I touch them anyway.
Oh, okay. Shit, bro, I'm about to say you got no hope, train. You wash your hands with them
Yay
towels?
for hand washing.
G-Star long sleeve, G-Star pants, Mason Margiela shoes. And that's it.
That boy G Star down. bro.
G-Star,
Right.
please. If you ain't know, I
Yeah.
like y'all brand. But Jessica?
Talk about the necklace first, please. I have looked at that necklace since you walked in the door.
Oh, that can go multiple ways.
My favorite
Yeah.
don't. It doesn't have to though. I have
It doesn't have to. We don't
I
have
have a
Okay.
thing for chains and
do.
see. Listen, this is where y'all be going. This is where y'all go with it. That's not what I said. I didn't say that.
I ain't saying nothing.
I
ain't say nothing. I
You
just-
projecting.
I have never seen a chain like that, and I just want you to talk about it.
I've had it forever. I have no idea where I got it from. I have 3 because in case I lose one, bury me in my chain.
Okay.
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 So what about the rest of the fit? We ain't
Yeah.
got about that.
Marshalls probably. I don't know, but I got some fancy shoes over there somewhere. I got my J's and I have my red bottoms just so that I could. I was trying
Yeah,
to.
you don't know what she was going. Yeah.
Yeah, but barefoot is
New Balance.
New
Perfect.
Balance socks.
We've had some-
Shout out to New Balance.
Balance.
Shout out to New Balance.
Got
We've had
New
somebody on here
Balance.
with they went barefooted
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
was digging in their toes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just
Just
happy.
chair.
No, not that.
No, we replaced the whole sofa. It used to be a sofa.
Wait a minute. In this chair?
Hey, don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. I'm right here, Don't do them like that. It ain't me. It's somebody close to me. You know what I'm saying? But I like how you said Marshalls because people be sleeping on Marshalls and Ross.
Man,
You know
look,
what I'm
look.
saying?
Dress for less.
But like the feel, it's all about the feel of how the fabric feels. And
Marshalls
sometimes
doing it like
they just-
that?
Man, look.
Okay, Marshall. Shout out to Marshall and Ross.
No, not Ross, just Marshalls.
Oh.
Don't do Ross like that.
Little bougie.
Don't do
Little
Ross
bougie
like
in
that.
my budgeting bougie.
So TJ Maxx?
TJ Maxx.
I can do that.
Who
Ross
shops
is-
at TJ Maxx for clothes?
No, I don't.
food.
For golf balls.
They have like good snacks, like kids snacks and stuff like that.
Kids
Oh,
be good.
At
you
in
talking about
the
when you about
line.
to check out?
Yeah, in the line. That's how they get you.
Dang,
They got
what?
When you about to
snacks.
check out?
That's how they get
They
you.
got different. It's not. It's better than the rest.
It's candy, it's
All
snacks,
kinds
it's all kind
like
of stuff.
like if you cook like olive oil and it's not like $25 for like a, it's just, it's very reasonable.
Little gadgets,
Yeah.
Okay, TJ, not the max.
can opener,
Yeah,
Not
little
the
little
bad.
Christmas gifts.
a spoon and a fork. So what is it?
A spork?
A
It's a
spork.
spork. A
They got them
spork.
up there.
I never understood those. But
Let's start with from Germany.
I am.
oh wow.
Hello.
Hallo, guten Tag, wie geht's Ihnen?
Hey!
Hello. You only know one word.
Como se
Hello.
dice?
Hello.
So
Auf geht's.
Auf geht's.
Auf geht's.
Sehr schön, gut gemacht.
That's it.
Hey!
I don't know how to respond.
So are you
but I got a
fluent?
couple.
It's my first language, yeah.
Oh my god. That is
How
insane.
long did you
you're the
live
one
in
who
Germany?
stirs with
tell?
me.
No.
No?
I'm
How
sorry.
long did you live
Why
in
is
Germany?
this?
So I give I give like an abbreviated version. So my mother is German. My dad was military at the time, and
My parents are too.
yeah,
So you clean?
I clean.
Like
Am
are
I
you-
clean?
Like,
Do
are
I
you-
clean?
Like you military? Like this got to be spot free.
So my dad was in the military, but I had nothing to do. Like I was never on. Like I was raised in Germany. Went to German hospital. Went to German school. Did all the things German side. So I don't even think he claimed me in the military.
oh wow. Wow.
He just ain't know no better. It wasn't like
Military man.
So I usually say I moved here when I was 18, but what really happened was born there, left when I was 6 or 7, came to Florida, went back when I was 13, stayed there till I was 18, came back on vacation and never went back home. Home.
So, but you stayed there long enough to like know a lot about. Oh, well, obviously, since you're fluent, what was y'all commercials like out there?
Naked.
Butt naked.
But
You know what? Hold on.
It's funny you should say that because I always tell people, what, go ahead. Hold on, wait.
No, I'm saying like you said, the commercials were naked.
Not all of them, no, but I always tell people because Americans seem to be so, there's a German word, verklempt. They're so like,
Verklempt.
verklempt. They're
Verklempt.
rigid in certain ways. Or,
Verklempt.
soft.
no,
Rigid.
rigid in ways. Like it's they're like you see a boob and you lose your shit, right? And it's
Soft.
like, and Germans,
Yeah.
it's like nudity is very normal. And I always tell people, like there was a butter commercial. Lady, it was weird. I don't know who came up with it. White lady, butt naked, coming out the lake, slowly but surely, and she's holding butter, like butt naked. And she's just for the word, and it's like, it's
For
the most,
some reason, I want that butter.
I bet you the sales would have done well over
I'm not
here.
sure why.
I would have
why I
done
like that
wonders
butter.
over here.
I'm asking because like you that's a whole nother country where every state what it sit. It ain't on earth. It is on earth. But what I'm saying is when I went to London, I was just laying in a hotel room one day and I never realized like, okay, I'm in a whole nother part of the world and their commercials are different. So when you said naked, I'm like, it just triggered me. The commercials in these other countries, they're different. I don't know why I expected just this is regular TV I'm watching. It's certain stuff that they promote out there that's just certain different. And I'm looking like, man, what? This is a commercial? Like,
Yeah,
what is?
bro.
People were like, the shows that come on, it's just like they used to that. That's their culture out there. So to hear you say like, oh, there's a naked woman coming out the lake with butter.
That's not normal, but I always use that as an example.
But it's a
true.
commercial.
Commercials so here, doctors like to pitch pharmaceuticals like B2C, right? Business to consumer. Not allowed overseas, anywhere. Like you can't have the consumer tell your doctor what medicine what they want, right? Please ask your doctor, all those things, right? Dubai, I went to Dubai. They don't show violence. Like all the violent things are cut out of the movies because they have a very like anti-violence kind of like nobody's allowed to own weapons and guns. They will deport you and everyone you know. And so, yeah, it is very different.
It's like that in Japan too. Actually, they don't like to show violence on TV. They don't like to promote violence. Like you can't own a gun or anything like that. There's no crime. Like
beautiful.
people would leave their Lambos outside the grocery store and leave them on, go shopping and come back. Lambo still there. It's crazy.
So when that lady came out of that
It's
water
insane.
with that butter,
No, absolutely not.
You said it was an old lady.
So was it-
when that lady came out of that water,
It was an attractive lady.
It was I mean, I was, I don't know, 13, 14 or whatever, but yeah, I guess she was fit and beautiful, and she was with the aesthetic, the white aesthetic specifically. Would be
How
like,
much is the flight to Germany? I want to buy
just
that
for the
butter.
commercial? Oh,
off gets
outfits.
Flip.
Yeah,
That's
go.
crazy.
with the butter churned.
So I was when you made the transition here, and like decided I'm going to stay. What made you say you're going to stay here?
Oh, I don't
Oh
know.
wow!
Yeah, I'm really. First of all, it was a minute ago. I'm a little older than y'all.
Ugh.
You ain't got to disclose your age. It's all good.
Look,
That's a grown
aging
woman.
is
A
better
grown
than
ass
not
woman.
aging.
You right.
I love
Little
the
boy.
fact of getting old.
Fact, look, you don't have to disclose your age.
You don't have to.
That's a grown woman, right? I hate women like that.
I've met grown women that are like, "Don't ask me how old I am."
They
Blah, 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 blah.
grown. They childish.
They still grown women.
But don't
Sorry,
ask me, you
sorry. Go
childish.
ahead.
Oh, I forgot the question.
What made you say you were going to stay here in America?
Good marketing, probably.
I bet.
The but it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. So, yeah, no, I came here. I visited my dad like I did every summer, and I just was like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna give it a shot, and I've been here since 18.
And you went to high school out here?
I repeated 12th grade just to kind of get the American experience because we don't have I played like varsity basketball.
Wait a minute,
and-
you when you say repeated.
No.
So I finished school in Germany.
Okay.
Oh,
And I
then
could have
you
went
did-
straight to
came
college.
here. Oh,
But
and
I kind of wanted to know what is
you like
prom
school
and homecoming.
Look, I was gonna say, I got a little offended when she said I just repeated 12th grade just to see what it was like. It was cool the first time, I guess. I already went there, but I came to see how they do it in America. It's like, okay, because I repeated chemistry, and it wasn't just because I like it. All right, so relax.
Dominated.
wow.
Yeah, for shits and giggles.
That's crazy.
But it's a very different system here and there in testing and
Yes, talk about it. How is it?
Are we smarter?
Yeah, yeah.
We're dumb. We're light years dumb.
So here's the thing,
OD
right?
dumb.
This is what I always say. In Germany, they teach you let's just take math, for example. They teach you the foundations, the fundamentals. You have to understand the fundamental principles, and then they test you on something more difficult than what you did in class, right?
Like 0,
Just to make
1,
sure
2. That's the foundation of numbers. 0, right? Well, negative.
Yep.
He need to do 12th grade again.
So
He's from America.
Sound like I need to do kindergarten again. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is interesting. Go ahead.
So you have to understand the foundation because then you can do whatever if you understand the principles, then you can do whatever in math, right? So then they test you at a harder level. Here, man, what the fuck is a Scantron?
I don't even know.
what it was in Germany.
And the Christmas.
But it was
Well, you
nostalgic.
ain't
Christmas tree.
Right, what is this? We don't have Scantrons.
What do y'all?
Oh, see that space of A, and they put a D.
Oh my
That
God.
C go right
It
here.
can't be C. I done already did
I did it
36
3
Cs.
times.
Get all them lines on that Scantron when you get
Oh,
back.
wow. So a Scantron is,
It's very
it's
American.
just, what is a Scantron?
It's a lazy way to test.
Yeah.
Like for the grade test,
So
it's
it
an
has-
easy way to grade a test, so they don't have to grade it no
You
more.
just put it in the
put it
machine
in,
and
it give you
it
grade
grades
back.
it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, he didn't know what
I
stat.
need to repeat some kind of grade
Where'd you go to school? What state?
in America.
The state
Clearly.
of America?
The state of
Clearly,
Georgia.
no,
Oh,
you
here?
clearly the wrong state.
Because they didn't have Scantrons.
No, they did.
Oh, they
but
did?
according to you, you're rocket science compared to.
Well, but what's an open book test? Why are we
Oh
testing?
my God.
Why are we
are
gonna even
dumb.
test? To kill time. I already know why.
We're dumb.
I'm not gonna lie, open book test was tough.
Wow,
you-
Michael.
Wait, what?
Study.
So now you looking through every page to try to find the answer. Now
But
it's over.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The
We
answers are
are
in the
dumb. For us to fail an open book test because we didn't study the book. And she's repeating the 12 gauge just because.
Just
This is how
because.
y'all do it. This is nice.
This is starting to feel really judgmental. I don't like this question.
Well, you did.
Oh, no.
You did judge Fashion Nova.
I was like, oh, sorry.
We're gonna run the tape and see your face on the
I'm sorry. I know he probably got 1,000 more questions, but this is amazing. So we're done. Continue.
No, it's not that. But it's different. So like I came here and they teach you something in class and then they make it easier for you in school so that the students fare better, so that the school looks to be better.
Yeah.
It felt really ass backwards to me to this day.
It is.
It
A
is.
little bit.
Our education.
It's
I
dumb.
thought it was the way of
stupid.
life. I don't.
Well,
But
'cause
you
that's
remember,
all we
but
know.
you remember going to Fed from Money's Meal? Okay, I thought I was doing my thing. Oh yeah, in AP class, Money's Meal. I'm going to Fed County. This is up the street. Okay, this is neighboring county
3 houses
that I
over.
went to, and I get into that math class, advanced algebra and trig. I was like, why do I have a 42 in this class? How did I end up with a 42 in this class? I couldn't understand it. And they told me, well, Nico, you got to have algebra 3 to pass this class. At Money's Mill, you need to take algebra 3 till you was a senior. That's the final boss. I'm in 11th grade. 42.
What's the word?
Dumb.
Flacant. What is it?
Baguette.
No.
Verklempt.
Verklempt.
I ain't gonna lie. This is probably the dumbest I've ever been on an
felt.
episode of the Clubhouse Lounge. I didn't know stats was short for stats. I didn't know the you said the foundation of numbers.
Scantron?
I didn't know Scantrons was just an easy way to grade a test. I was just doing what God called me to do.
So
I
in
was just obeying.
German, because I had a German teammate named Max Kepler, Maximilian.
Maximilian.
I like the way she said it.
Maximilian Rositsky Kepler.
Say my name.
Say my name.
You're good. No, just how they say it in Germany, Emmanuel.
Manual.
You see that
Iman.
face?
Oh,
Do you see that
Iman.
face?
Well, because
No.
not all names are German, right? So you have to kind of like, because my name's Jessica, and they're like, Jessica. And I'm like, no, that's
See?
awful.
That's nice. I love it.
Oh.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel?
It's more that's
Emmanuel.
Spanish.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not cool.
No, you're not
Win
hardcore.
some, you lose.
It's
It's not a German
Name.
But Maximilian is?
Maximilian.
That's fire.
I don't even remember. I was going to ask you.
Damn it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Lou likes to ask people. I know you're into music and stuff like that.
Very much
Yes,
so into
sir.
music.
Yes.
She lit up.
We do a thing. Walk up songs.
Walk. W-A,
Yeah.
okay.
The two of
So,
us play
like-
baseball.
Yeah. So in baseball,
Us
I'm
two.
gonna explain it to you. So in baseball, when we come up to bat or a pitcher comes out of the bullpen or is a starting pitcher, he has a walk up song. So like he has a song that plays when he comes up to bat. So in your profession, what would be your walk up song if you were
In my life.
In your life.
I'm going to tell you because I'm bigger than my profession.
There,
right? Like,
there's more than your occupation.
I'm not entirely
Yes.
sure if I'm fully
that
grown
talk.
yet.
Talk
so
it.
I still got some journeying to
Okay.
do on my
Talk it.
My
Talk it.
song.
Your
And
song.
everybody, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know the answer to Lucchini. This is it. That's my
Lucchini.
shit.
How that song go?
Oh, fuck.
Lucchini.
That's your song. Let us know.
Linguini.
Yeah, we
know
can't.
it?
Yeah, we
You don't know it.
Y'all too young.
I don't know Lucchini.
Lucchini.
He sound like a mobster.
Camplo.
Oh,
This
you
is
definitely.
it. What? Lucchini pouring from the sky. Let's get rid.
Yeah.
What? No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it a rap
I
song?
need my phone, please.
No, you don't. That's copyright. I don't know how they do it in Germany.
But
We get sued around here.
shut down.
That
We get
man-
sued around here.
What?
They will
Take
hit
out
the
the
ball.
artist.
So
Take
the
us
song
down.
is called Lucchini?
Lucchini.
Or the artist? Who's the artist?
The song is called Lucchini, aka This Is It, and the Camplo is the artist, the group. They're a duo. They were, man, Jack. can
Jack, you know
believe
this
it?
song? You know this song, Jack? Of course, Jack does.
He's a vampire. He's like
It's
1,000 years old.
People in the
a
comment section, if
Brooklyn-
y'all know the song, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if it's fire or not.
don't
I'm
know.
sure
I
it
don't know
is.
that.
I'm so disappointed. Like I have a shirt and everything, so I'm a music like. So when you say my name, like it triggers a song,
Nice.
right? Whenever like if somebody starts a sentence with are you from Florida? No?
Yeah.
Okay. When somebody starts a sentence with First of all, like I'm like,
I'm a
I'm a
young
young
nigga
nigga that pretty much touched it all.
Dust, weed,
Wait.
crack, pills.
Yeah, I gets it all.
But don't mix it all. Dime, dubs, and 50 sacks. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Clubhouse Lounge.
this is a different generation. I was gonna go a different route.
What were you going? Where was she
That's
going?
Jody Breeze.
I'm so
I
sorry
don't know
for
who that
my I backslid.
That's all right.
That just my fault.
Sometimes you
That's
see
my
how
fault.
temptation works.
That was
Hey,
beautiful though.
That was beautiful.
Shout out Jody Breeze. Shout out Jody Breeze.
That was a reflex.
That's Jody Breeze. That's Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
We're so sorry. This is just so fun right now. It's just
Go ahead.
you're
Yeah,
German.
where were
Okay.
you going with
I
the
was
Florida
going
thing?
to Florida. I was
Okay.
going to Trick Daddy. Now,
Yeah.
first of all, y'all hoes should know, and they don't work for y'all.
Yo!
Okay, yes.
Trick love the kid.
Hey!
Oh, you'll be good on that game show that is supposed to like Shazam and stuff. You'll be great on that.
Trick love the kid.
What you know about that? What you know about
sunshine.
that?
Well, she's a human jukebox.
Okay.
That's the way my brain
So
works.
who's your
So I have like a whole T-shirt line that has like all the little sayings. I should have worn it.
You should have worn it.
Top five. Who's your top five?
But you wouldn't have known.
In music.
Top five, top five.
Top five. Top five.
Top five.
I would have known.
Like all of music?
Top
Well,
Your
five.
favorite. Your
Clearly.
Jessica, come on. Top five. Come
You got classical in there?
Or you can just get three.
Okay, so
Tough, huh?
top five.
Let's go rappers and then go R&B.
Man,
Yeah.
just go all around.
Yeah, just if you gotta listen.
That's gonna be too tough. It's gonna be
five
tough.
artists right now. Just
3 Stacks.
Okay.
Mm.
No particular order, right?
Pac. No, I can't go in a particular.
Okay.
Pac.
Um,
It doesn't have to be all rap.
anything and everything. Otis Redding.
Oh wow.
Ooh, from the Otis, is that Otis?
No,
Okay,
not
sorry.
You talking
not
I've been
that
dumb- I've
Otis.
been dumb
Ain't
enough
nobody come
today.
to see you, Otis.
Otis Redding died in a plane crash.
He's from
Directly
Georgia.
in the-
Yeah,
into a
unfortunately.
mountain.
That's what, 4
Love
or
his
3?
soul.
That's 3.
Otis Redding.
Definitely Otis. I feel like there's some really good songs that I want to throw in, but I wouldn't do the whole groups. Like
You ever heard of Kosher?
Kosher?
Mhm.
Is that what kind of what?
Never
genre?
mind.
What genre is that?
rap.
Pickle.
What?
We're sorry. It's
I'm sorry. It's
me.
South
It's
Florida.
actually I'm the
Two more
artist,
songs.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
You got 2 more.
So White Snake, here we go again.
Okay.
Here I go again. Here I go again. I'm like, so that's some white people stuff.
All right.
Classic.
For white people. Got it.
I'm gonna listen to White Snake.
And we just listened to Alex Isley. I really fucking love her.
Okay.
Man,
Alex Isley.
phenomenal.
Would that be
This is,
top on your list? She's toward the top on your list?
She's phenomenal. Anita Baker.
Oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
I just see mine.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Love feel like
Yes.
good love, good love. Okay, yeah,
Good rug.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We around
That
it.
Detroit.
When we go back to high school,
It is, ain't it?
were you a bad kid in high school?
Oh God, I was a poster child.
Poster child. Is it because your parents?
I don't know.
Your father, the military?
No, my parents separated really when I was like, 10 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you're just with your pops?
mom. That's how we ended up going back to Germany.
Okay.
Got it.
And it was the
mom's
best thing ever.
How is school in Germany?
Oh, different. So when I moved back, I'd forgotten all of my German. So I had to figure that shit all like from scratch. I had to learn how to write again. I had to learn how to read again. I had to learn how to speak again.
Wow.
They wanted to put me in like remedial classes.
You want to go on for that? Go ahead.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Absolutely
Absolutely
know.
not.
Don't do that.
He said don't do that.
Don't do that. Because look at me now.
Look at me now. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Any reference.
Girl.
It's,
Okay.
Don't
I
do
call
that.
it-
You're
Oh,
good.
you need a hug?
Right.
No, you're good.
I'm okay.
He's just realizing he's done. It's okay. And then you moved here, so you was living with when you was here. You was living with your father.
Never lived with my dad.
Never lived
Well,
with
when like the final. The
You
one
came
we
to
was talking
visit
about,
your
like,
dad, you
yes,
said.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, then I did. Whew.
Did they ever get divorced? Did they ever get divorced?
What
Yeah, they got divorced.
happened?
Okay, because you said they got separated. I didn't know if they just stayed in that separated Is there a timeline between your divorce?
I guess there's a difference between separation.
Okay,
and
but
divorce.
What-
Yes, they
okay.
got-
What was a little ad lib?
Yeah, ooh.
What
It
it?
was a song in my mind. That was, ooh.
No, it wasn't. Stop
You
it,
lying.
Jessica.
Something happened when you
Stop it.
hear.
Yeah, go ahead.
Again, we
Act
don't.
like you know.
I do know.
Yeah.
I do know.
What happened in this
The,
little
pe- the
area?
people don't. I don't know.
You know,
I don't
they
know
don't
nothing.
know.
I didn't
Yeah.
read your bio.
Are you the only one?
So
No, just let her explain.
Yeah, let her explain. Let her explain.
Go ahead. Explain.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Please share with the class.
So
Yeah, so-
I break
so-
this down with. So remember that time I got suspended because of you 10 days.
Oh.
Yeah, 10 days. 10-day suspension.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Hey Mike, don't stunt none of the.
I remember that.
Got suspended. Got in big trouble. Me and my pops got into a little tussle. You know, I held it down a little bit. No, I didn't. But that caused me to run away. My runaway was 3 houses down the street. Stayed there for a few days of my suspension. And came back home.
Okay.
Is your story similar to that?
Oh, I wish it were that easy.
No.
So I hesitate a little bit because I don't ever want to throw my pops under the bus. And I think if he heard this, he would get his feelings hurt really bad. But it is my story. So my dad never really raised me for real. Like he was there, long distance and conversations. And, you know, when we lived in Florida, I would be with him every other weekend or whatever. So it was, you know, kind of a little hands off a little bit. And when I moved here, I was 18. I was fucking grown at that point. Mama had raised me. I kind of, you know, loner, did my own thing, raised myself, latchkey kid. And when I got here, he just had all these weird rules, like military stuff. Like, oh, you need to read a book a day. I was like, who reads a book a day? I am very smart. Why am I
Not
reading
me.
a book a day?
I did when I was always suspended. That's all I had.
What kind of books were you reading?
AR. But that's probably another dumb system.
Yellow dot.
It's called advanced reading.
Green. Hey.
It's called accelerate.
Accelerated reading. Green dot. Green dot.
Stop picking on you, man, bro.
Oh my God, I am dumb.
AR program.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Continue.
Go ahead, yeah.
Continue.
Go ahead.
So anyway, we fell out one time. I had a boyfriend, and I think my dad couldn't handle that very well. And it was all very innocent. He did. It was like it was a boy. And at one point, he just lost his shit. And I think I was on the phone. He didn't like that I didn't get off the phone fast enough or whatever. He lost it. And he just, and it was this whole thing. And I think he scared himself by how he reacted. And all he knew to do was like, you got 7 days to get out of my house. Mind you, I just came out I just got off the plane a few months ago from a different country. I didn't even know how this shit works over here. And so I'm like, what do I do? What do you mean? Are you serious? I'm over here. I just got here. We just figured out how to enroll me in school. Like that was a process. And now I got him kick me out on the street.
He was living.
So first I went to my aunt's house, but my aunt is also military family. Like it's all the military. It was really weird and just stringent. It was like, you
They're
right?
brainwashed.
Oh, ouch.
My mom.
Your dad sound.
You're brainwashed.
No.
Your dad sound Asian. Them niggas don't play that stuff.
No, at
I'll-
all.
We that still vote.
But
We that still vote.
so you go and aunt house.
Stay with my aunt for a little while. Then I go stay with my boyfriend's parents. And then we moved out together and got our own place. Then that was it got violent and then broke the lease. And then I lived out of a car for
Live out of
like
your car.
for months until I figured out how to enroll myself in college. Because I had to figure out the system. Like I didn't know what it was. Like how do you
Right.
do this?
Yeah.
What does it look like? What is college? How do you do it? Does it mean I'm committed once I go for a psych visit or whatever y'all call it? I never did it because I was like, I don't know how. I have no one to ask. My mother didn't know. I didn't really have friends like that. My family was weird, on again, off again. And so I was living out of, it was a Chevy Caprice. It was a bubble butt Chevy Caprice. And I would shower at
You
like,
got a comfortable bed though.
it was not.
Big body.
It was big.
Big body.
King size. King size Chevy.
Drug dealer. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
there's no
man.
telling who's trying to creep up on that car and knock and be like, nah,
This is not what you think it is. Yeah.
Dang.
So I was at a friend's house and That was 3 days, and I was like, look, I can't do this.
I'm sorry.
Now that I think about it, I kind of like same way when I got kicked out of college clearly for a reason. I've been dumb this whole episode, but I got kicked out of college and didn't want to go home to Mom Dukes, so I ended up staying with Bruno. Shout out to Bruno Rouse, him and his mama and his stepdad. They let me in, stayed there for about 2 weeks because I was afraid of going home to Mom's. So I mean, it ain't
Like that.
It ain't
Yeah, but
open worthy.
also, how was that like? Was there ever an opportunity of like you could go back if you asked? Because of course, the relationship was you,
Or
like,
just a
I'm gonna
complete
figure this
fallout.
out on my own.
Yeah.
You just never said anything.
I felt compelled to not quit. So whatever it was that I was going to do with my father's backing, I was going to do regardless. And I did. And we never talked about it. I never asked. We're both Scorpios. Like, so there's a level of like, I don't know, pride, maybe.
What month is that? I don't know.
November.
October,
Yeah.
late October, early November.
Can I ask you something about that?
That's my mom.
When you said you never spoke on it, I was flying to LA with my dad, and we had a couple drinks on the flight, and I asked him about him and my mom getting divorced, and him never checking on me and my brother and see if we're okay, because that trauma in that space, you grew up as a grown man with that same trauma, right? And you never talk about it. You think you're fine, and you're just a kid, and you realize you don't know how to treat a woman because you didn't look at it. You didn't see your dad do it. My dad was a young man when I go over his house, right? And we had those conversations, but I healed from it. I went back and was able to find how I was like him, and I had to break that curse. And I had to put a stop to that, but I had to go to the root of the problem. So when you said you never addressed it, is there anything that you're holding on to in that sense, or you was able to just get past?
Oh, shit. You tell me. I don't know. Look, in my mind,
You'll always be my baby. My bad. I did that for you.
Waiting on
I
that.
feel so at home.
I appreciate it.
Hey, that was on a Tyler Perry movie.
I appreciate it.
Very nice.
Who was the artist? Go.
Sing some more.
In my mind, you'll always be my baby.
That was flat. I don't know.
Hey, is it Vivian Green? Is it Vivian Green? Isn't that Vivian Green? The emotional roller. Ain't that her? Is the same woman? Never
In
mind.
the comment section, please let us know
Please let us know.
because they don't know.
We don't know.
But so yeah,
Okay.
Heather
Jackie.
Bald head, man.
He knows all the things.
Your bald head self.
so you said
Jack.
you're a mother now, right?
Whoa. Go ahead.
Well, yeah.
Oh, he wasn't. I'm
We weren't
Go
done
ahead,
with the
go
story.
ahead.
Yeah, we
Let's
weren't done
check
with
in.
that.
My fault.
Got to dive into that.
God, just that's a very, very good question. I try to be very aware, and it's partially I think it's a Scorpio thing too, like, and an introvert thing, and always trying to assess where you are, how you present, your habits, dismantle stuff that's not working, right? I try to be very present to how I show up, but there are definitely things like the way that my father was and is emotionally unavailable. I find myself like gravitate, even when I don't know that these people are not. They seem so available and they seem so great, but then fuck, how did we get here again? So there are things that are repeated in terms of that trauma. I think what's challenging is that scenario, I think, shaped the way that I look at the world a little bit, and how I feel like I can rely on people. Because if you can't rely on like your family, then
It's hard to trust anybody. Yeah.
and so like I think these last 20 years or whatnot, I've been so like, it's me. It's just me. And now I ride for my kid and it's us. And you know, her dad is in the picture, but at the end of the day, like it's me. Like I carry all the burden and the weight, the responsibility, and it's exhausting. So that part I would love to get rid of. I just need therapy.
Been through a lot.
Like you said, as you being a parent now, and raising your daughter, like I know, like I just joke with my mom, you're not brainwashed. But you know, as when we're younger, we don't understand until we get older and we have our own. How was that like raising your daughter and looking at, you know, your parents and realizing when you got of age, like they were learning too or figuring it out as well? Because I don't think we give our parents grace for that. Because we look at, oh, you're the adult. But it's like when you get their age, you like, man, I really don't have this figured out either.
There's no manual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you map that with, you know, raising your daughter and looking at probably what your parents did and what you learned and doing differently?
So there's a level of grace. There certainly is. I don't have to agree with the shit that y'all did. Sure. And we have different resources now, you know, like we can just Google the shit or do therapy. Like Black people did not do therapy. No. And then military is a whole nother layer, right? You're conditioned to be a certain kind of way. But I think the mistake that they made is always trying to present like they had all the answers. Like parenthood somehow makes you infallible and you do the things because I say to do them and I'm right and you're wrong, or I'm always right, default, right? And I don't like my kid and I will have conversations. Like I let her know my weaknesses. I let her know when I don't have all the answers. I let her know why I'm punishing her. I let her know you do have a voice here, right? And you can speak back. Like you can have conversations, but you're going to do it respectfully, right? This child, she'd be like, bruh. No, no.
Not the bro.
Not the bruh to my
Bro,
mom.
you fed up.
God.
I fed up with you if I say, bro, hey, bro.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something.
Hey, bro.
I've been hanging on there for 3
Them
years,
dishes
bro.
tonight. Hey, bro, I'm tired. You tired.
I wish
Them
I
ain't getting
told my
clean
mom,
tonight.
bruh.
You know what they say, give them a pinky finger and they take the whole hand. But,
Boy.
Yeah.
but it's a different dynamic. It's I don't have all the answers and I'm doing the best I can with what I have because I love you and always know that that's at the center of everything that I do. You can't have a cell phone until you're 35 because I love you to pieces.
Hey, why did that cell phone?
Hey, man, listen. Social media is ruining these kids.
I had that Metro with the flashlight
Ruining
on top.
these kids.
The up button was the flashlight.
Wow, okay.
I had 5 brothers.
Okay.
At one point,
Y'all
we
shared one.
cell phone.
Shares a minute. Oh wow, that's great. Yeah.
And
So also you are a fan of Marvel.
Oh, I got comic books.
No, we gonna do that. We gonna talk about it.
let's talk about it.
So now I heard one of your favorite characters, Nightcrawler.
Is that X-Men?
Yes. Yes.
Relax.
Baseball guy. Relax.
I don't think any of the comic characters played baseball. Sorry. Yeah. So they're all so X-Men
favorite.
specifically. Yeah. So he's interesting because he's the German one. But like X-Men had a very interesting like the way that they like the way. Okay. So.
She is excited, boy. Go ahead. Get your thoughts out. Go ahead. She is so excited.
I don't know where to start. So let's take Nightcrawler for instance. He's the most demonic looking one, right?
Exactly.
Like he has a tail and he's like dark blue and 3 fingers and like super demonic looking, and he's the most religious one out of all of them, right? Then you have Beast, Hank McCoy. Like he looks primitive, and he's the scientist and the most brilliant of all of them. Like the way that they,
But Gambit is a thief.
yeah. Is there anything? There's just got to be but he's got a soft spot, I guess. You know.
Okay,
Gambit
hold
is a
on.
thing.
Hold on.
Gambit ain't
Because
no-
you know how Emmanuel looks at baseball? Wait a minute. Gambit's the one with the cars from Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But Storm is
Foul.
also a thief.
I didn't know that.
She was a thief. Storm started out as
was
a
a
thief,
thief?
and then she
I
was a
didn't know that.
queen.
Halle Berry.
So
she
it's
was
like
queen.
Halle Berry.
That's
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
Yeah. That's when she was the queen.
That's when she was.
I did not know that.
So from thief to queen, like so the way that they, like the character development and the origin stories, Marvel did like a bang up job, man.
So how do you feel about the state of Marvel now?
What is the state of Marvel? Like I grew up on the comic books. Now everything is like it's in movie theaters.
So would you agree that the animated is better than the movies?
Animated as in like
Like
Saturday
the
morning
animated
cartoon?
series.
or the movies.
Yeah.
Um, animated series. Like Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, not recently,
But the
right?
adult
No.
version though,
Adult,
like
you
the
know what I'm
ones that got a little cursing in it and more little violence, not the Teen Titans Go crap. I hate it when they
Yeah.
made those for kids.
Flash
Like
from
us
Paradise.
adults need
You
stuff
ever
too.
saw that?
No,
Check it out. I don't know if you're into DC though.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, this
I am-
conversation over.
A
So
little-
wait a minute, like,
not,
so-
not as
Marvel.
much. Not
Like-
as
Straight
much.
Marvel.
Not as much. Like I'll do a little here and there, but I'm not versed in DC.
So when
like
you
that.
said the Saturday like Thundercats,
oh,
Thundercats,
Thundercats are on the move.
Thundercats,
That's not. You said whole. That's not. What
Thundercats.
Thundercats, ho!
That's Thundercats. I'm thinking.
Thundercats.
What's the other? The two
She-Ra,
cats.
He-Man?
The two cats. They were the two. They're cats.
Yeah.
Garfield?
No,
I don't know.
you got
That was a cat
Thundercats.
and a dog.
Oh,
It's gonna bother me now. You got Thundercats, and then you got the cats. They were dressed in black and blue. They okay. You know what?
Thundercats?
Black
Hold
and
that
blue.
thought.
Yeah,
Hold that.
Sailor Moon.
Figure that out.
Right?
Will you watch the new Captain America on Friday?
With what's his face?
Yeah.
Black man.
SWAT
Yeah.
cats.
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
Who that?
Relax.
Who that? Who that? Who that?
Okay.
Who that? Who that? Who that?
worry
Who
about
that?
it,
Who that? Who that? Who?
Because I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb.
I.
Yeah.
SWAT cats, and they're gonna blow it up in the comments. So people, y'all don't remember this?
Oh,
No.
brother.
didn't watch
If you
that.
remember SWAT cats, let us know.
I'm
And if
sure
you don't,
somebody
just
did.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So
will
yeah,
you,
I'm gonna support that. I'll watch that.
like, is it going downhill like the Marvel series that they got coming out? Series
so. All this-
that is coming out.
All this multiple,
it's
like multiverse and all this, like you're doing too much.
I don't know. I
man.
enjoy it.
Oh,
I
that
don't know. That's just
Spider-Man?
me.
Yeah, bro.
You don't
I'm
You don't
I'm
like
so confused.
the animated series?
I'm just confused over the
Spider-Man?
whole Spider-Man stuff, bro.
The
Yeah,
multiverse
Peter
and
Parker.
everything?
Miles.
Miles Michaelis?
And he
Or
had
not
30
Miles
Peter
Michaelis.
Parkers.
Morales? I'm
They
thinking of a
probably-
picture. My bad.
Hi,
It's-
I'm Miles. No, bro.
They probably
Peter
doing that
Parker.
because they're tired of doing origin stories and the same old. This is how they got started. So it's like they have to do multiverses to just open up the imaginations of what they
I
can
want a
do.
new
But
character.
that
then
was
go
true
with
in
the
comic
character.
world too. Like the What If series had like all these
Yeah,
alternate scenarios that played out, and you were like, "Ooh, what if Wolverine married and settled down?"
One thing I hate, I hate that they don't let the characters be as powerful as they are in the comics. Like Wolverine. I love things like one of my favorite Marvel characters is Wolverine.
Of course, we knew that.
But like
Man.
I just found out that like his his whole body is
Animation.
with the metal and things, right?
Adamantium.
So-
Animentium.
Magneto. No. Magneto. No one can do against. He can't do anything against Magneto, right? But there's further like origin story or what Wolverine has. A lot of people don't know that if you remove the metal out of Wolverine's body, for one, he still has the healing factor, right? But he then becomes more powerful to the point where Magneto, if you remove that metal out of his body, he's unstoppable because then he reaches his full potential and he actually turns into a Wolverine that's super strong. And also they basically were saying like that metal really is his weakness when a lot of us thinks that's his strength. So they just like, yo, keep that. Like,
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I do deep dive research on that
So
stuff.
is there such thing as the Red Hulk?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Like
The
in
Gray
comics?
Hulk,
Yeah.
yeah.
In
See, all
comic
this
books?
Hulk stuff, I saw it on YouTube short, and it was a Red Hulk, and it was a doctor, I guess, that wanted his power, that wanted the Hulk's power, but he could actually control it when he was not going to turn to the Hulk. So I don't know anything about.
Yeah, I
You know,
gotta
the
bow
comic
out
book
on
stuff,
that one.
yeah.
I don't
Huh?
know. I gotta bow out on that one.
Yeah, I don't know
With
about
all
Red
that.
Hulk.
We had like a little debate. He didn't know. Scarlet Witch,
Oh.
Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with them? Who's more powerful? Who will win?
Scarlet Witch. In my opinion.
Scarlet Witch.
She
Scarlet Witch,
will,
bro.
but only I've read somewhere they say like it's not they unfair with the kind of stuff that they do. Like somebody that powerful, their weakness has to be something like, okay, I can't let you do that. Like Scarlet Witch, she can defeat anybody if she sits there long enough and is able to complete that spell. But it's like, that's why they were complaining, like, as long as you keep her busy, she would never beat Captain America because he's too strong and she can't fight like that. The only thing she can do is sit there and go, all right, boom, let me get this spell off long enough. I need just enough time, whether it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, to be able to defeat you. But if Captain America is in her face, like, I'm not letting you think nothing, she can't use those kind of
I
powers.
think that can happen though. Goku did it with the Spirit Bomb.
Oh, now we going
that anime?
Dragon Ball Z. Now we going Dragon Ball Z.
I'm just saying, like, back to what I was originally saying, like the movies, they don't really do the characters justice because in the comics, like, I thought Cyclops was weak. I'm like, man, he got the weakest, but if you read the comics, it's like, man, he's a level whatever threat. Like, he take them glasses off, his planet's getting destroyed.
And
but they dumb it down.
The way they beat him down with Thanos, beat the shit out of the Hulk. The Hulk is supposed to, the angrier he gets, the stronger he's supposed to get.
Yeah.
So he left that scene with his tail between his legs.
Right.
That makes me mad because that was one of my favorite. Bro, this was superheroes. Like, Hulk was the top of our childhood. It wasn't no Thor. I didn't care about Thor. But when you get older, you be like, oh, Thor's that.
Oh,
But as a kid, it was Hulk. I'm watching how fast he run, how high he can jump. He's the strongest ever. Oh my gosh. And then you go in there and watch Thanos just absolutely
disrespect Hulk.
That's how I felt with Black Panther. How they portrayed him.
Facts, man.
Like when he first was introduced, like in the Civil War, he was dope. Like, oh, all right, he about to do his thing. Then when he got his own movie, he getting drugged by Michael B. Jordan.
Killmonger's killing him.
And in the comics, Black Panther is more violent. Like, he doesn't do that. Oh, it's America. I'm a part of the Avengers. Man, this man head pop. It's coming out. I'm scratching his head off. I'm gouging his eyes out. Black Panther don't play that.
Hey, do y'all think? Okay, so because we understand, like, we understand what they show us. I have never been to Africa, but I do understand, like, within tribes. This is my thought process. Certain things with tribes were like, brother, you ain't welcome. We don't know you. You an outsider for real. In these type of cultures, so like, Black Panther's Wakanda, right? I'm gonna say that's Africa because I'm watching a movie and that resembles Africa, right? What you saying is like, you talking about violent. You're an outsider. I don't want to hear none of this peace. Hold that real quick. That's all I'm seeing because I know.
Do you watch Celebrity Death not Celebrity Death Battle, but Death Battle on YouTube?
With a DEATH?
Yeah.
Death?
Yeah, if that's the American way to spell it. I don't know how y'all spell it in Germany.
Y'all got Def Jam, and it's not death. So it's not death. It's not
Death.
Death
Battle. But it's
you mean the Play-Doh character?
No, that's Celebrity Death Battle.
I was thinking about that.
So Death Battle it's a YouTube dedicated to, like, fans that think of matchups. Like, I wonder who will win between Batman and Black Panther, or Iron Man and whatever, Superman versus Goku, right? So this is where I find out they do they full research on, like, all the superheroes and what their true powers is. Like, I didn't know. A little kid put me on, so he was like, yo, Sonic will destroy any superhero known to man. I'm like, man, ain't no little hedgehog.
The hedgehog?
Sonic,
the collecting tokens.
Trust me, the same way, like the same. I was thinking. I even went up there. I was like, okay, who would win, Sonic or Flash in a fight? Right? When they break down the real true powers of each of the superheroes, that's what they do. That's what Death Battle do. They'll give you the rundown. They'll give you their whole history. Kid Flash is the fastest person in the world. He said, I think, don't quote me, but he said Kid Flash can run around the whole world 7 billion times in the blink of an eye. Now you think like, oh my God, in the blink of an eye, then they go to Sonic and be like, well, Sonic can do this, and you won't even know it. So they basically explain their real true powers, and then they come up with a scenario that lets them fight. And by the end of the fight, whoever the winner is, they're like, okay, Sonic won because of da 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 da. They did the same thing with Thor and Vegeta. But they make sure they tell you, we're not gonna tell you what the movie tell you they superpower is. Their real superpowers, Thor gets his power from this, and he can take a spirit bomb to the face and like they let him fight. So I'll be on that all day. I know about Spider-Man, Wolverine's real power, all of that stuff.
That's some nerdy shit. I
I'm
love
about to
that.
say,
I'm telling
I
you,
don't know
They got
nothing
the-
about that.
They got
Bro,
the little like the baseball cards with the little strength and
they
the
got all of
agility.
that. They got all of that. Any matchup you can think of, Superman versus Hulk. Oh, let's go over Hulk's things first. He smashed the planet with the snap of a finger. He's that strong. Versus Superman, who is in the blink of an eye, he can do this. Let's match him up. And they let him fight. And then it's just like, who's the winner?
Can we talk about the dumbest matchup ever?
Please.
Who?
Superman and Batman in the movie. Did
Oh
y'all
my
see them?
God.
No, that's not dumb, though. You're not gonna play with Batman. You're not gonna play with Batman.
Yeah, bro.
Don't-
Come on,
out here,
bro.
listen to me.
Your mother's name is Martha.
Superman.
Listen to me. Do not play with me.
That's not even a
Do
fight.
not play with me. Batman
Why would
is
I
the
watch that
best
movie?
superhero ever. Why? Because he doesn't even need powers and he figured out how to defeat the whole Justice League. Why? Because of this. He got rid of Superman because of this. Don't play with Batman. I'm sorry. Don't play with Batman.
Again, the movies
Literally,
are distorting
Superman
reality.
That's not true.
I be kind of done with the movie sometimes just off the fact that they don't portray the heroes just with the what I grew up on, like X-Men. They in these different outfits and they're not in the Wolverine just now in the Deadpool movie.
Wearing the original, yeah.
wearing the original
Yeah.
costumes. So I always be thrown off just off that. But
Yeah,
do
people
you have
cheering
a
in that thing.
favorite- What's your favorite
Character?
movie?
Movie.
Yeah. Superhero
Comic movie?
Yeah, comic movie.
I was never an Avengers fan, but that Avengers series, like Endgame, phenomenal.
I will watch that
Excellent.
30
Fun-
I would
times
throw
over,
that
man.
movie on right now.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Like they messed up the X-Men out the gate because the origin story is very different than what they like.
exactly.
There were 5, I believe. Like it was like Beast and Iceman and
Which is this?
Jean Grey and Scott,
X-Men.
The X-Men
Cyclops.
series.
They were like the core, and
you
Fire
talking First
dude.
Class?
What's his
You
name?
talking
Yeah,
about First
they were
Class,
like
yeah.
the founding members of the X-Men. Archangel was in there somewhere at some point. They whatever they did in the movie, it was all over the place. I was like,
That's why they do them over so many times to try to get
yeah, I was like, y'all messed it up from the gate. Y'all were just
If you
throwing
had a
something against the
superpower, what would it be?
wall. Superpower.
No, you've never
I
been
know
asked that
seemed
question
like a
before?
basic question, man.
I have not asked myself that in 15 years, but I think it's still the same telekinesis. I think it would still be
Is that
Up here.
what is telekinesis?
Go ahead.
moving shit with your mind and,
Yeah.
and
Matilda.
Matilda, you see, if you would have said that,
you
like,
can
Matilda.
manipulate, like Jean Grey, essentially, right? You can manipulate things with your mind. Like she could walk through walls because she can manipulate, like
the molecules.
yeah, all the hey,
Yeah, molecules.
hey.
All right, I got one more question before we wrap this up.
Nucleus.
One more question. I have to know because went on your Instagram page and it says anti-influencer. What does that mean? I have to know what that
Who gave
means.
you my influence? Who gave you my Instagram?
Don't worry about
page?
it. Don't worry about that. What does that mean to you? Because that like that's very interesting. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, because the influencer thing is a weird thing to me. It feels very staged
Okay.
and very just like calculated and like algorithmic. And I don't do none of that shit. Like I believe in the whole authentic self. Like people will be like, "Oh, you're just like you on your Instagram." Hey, fuck, of course I am. Why is that so weird?
Yeah.
You look, you act, you just like your because. And so like I'm a music junkie, so you'll have me like I'll do a lot of music stuff on there. And it's like who I really am. And so I'm like, it's the influencer thing is like this box thing of just being very like
It's a category.
whatever people want you to be. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm usually not a fan of just following people I don't know. And this is no disrespect to all the guests that we have on here. You all were lovely, but it's just something about like you fire. You make me want to follow you. You know what I'm saying? I probably ain't gonna do it, but you make me want to follow. You make me want to follow you.
What is it?
You fire.
Unapologetically yourself. There we go.
That's how everybody should show up in the world. You would be much happier.
Man, you need to make a speech about that.
Respect.
I can't.
Respect.
It's just respect.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, can you because like Lou bringing it up, can you just break down a little bit more about because we learn you. Like, now, what do you do? The brand marketing, like, who do you work with? How do you get things in order or bring in attention? Or because I might need some marketing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
essentially,
same,
it's a lot of different
same.
things. It's a lot of different things, right? So branding. So I'll start with branding. Like, so from a business perspective, essentially, people don't connect with businesses, right? You have to humanize your business, right? So it's a matter of figuring out like what your ethos is, like your brand values and like how you show up, your brand personality and things like that. People connect with what you stand for, how you present. They don't connect with whatever.
They connect with relatability.
It's because we connect to other people and the way people present. And so you find your tribe as a business by developing your brand in a way like, so it's either authentic to how you are or authentic to the people you want to connect with. So you got to figure out what it is that, like how you can be, you got that fly girl over there that you want to like holla at or whatever. So you figure out all the things that she likes. You can make the best impression. It's kind of that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then it's all the photography, the video, everything. Like you have these individual components to the song, and you got to bring them all together to create that beautiful melodic thing that is consistent and pleasing. And you have to do it continuously because we're inundated with all these like just so many messages from so many different places. You have to figure out how to stand out and be memorable. And so between the branding, the marketing, and then there's the automation piece, because nowadays you can't do it all yourself. And even your team is like, we're human, so we're fallible. And so you automate and you AI and blah, 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 blah. So that's all that. Okay.
So what do you, so you saying all that, some of the people are more so on Emmanuel's level that they need to get kind of dumb it down.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that to would you say,
I thought I did dumb it down.
hold on.
That can't get no.
When
That's
you no,
music.
but hold on, but because some people process things like, oh, okay, that.
Yeah.
So
He's projecting.
being real when you're presenting, because what I'm getting from you is you present yourself as real as you can, because we're in a space now where everything is fake, everything is what you want to see, everything is smoke and mirrors, right? So is that something that you do? Is you present whatever client you have as something being real and more relatable to the world? Is that what you're kind of saying? Like with just your clients?
Well, it depends. Like so let's see specifically. I listen to the client's vision, right? And they tell me how they want to show up in the world, like what they believe in. Like if you're a B Corp, for instance, right? Like you get extra certification because, you put emphasis on environmental sustainability, on giving back to the community. And like a B Corp is like an extra thing that you spend money on because it's a value system that you have, right? And so around that, like, what does that mean? Like, what is important to you? How do you want to show up for people? Is it community? Is it, and then we tailor like your social media messaging towards those things that are the pillars of your like business, right? And like all the messaging and the verbiage, the email campaigns, like all of those things are then tailored around the things that are important to you as an entity. And the people that also are like, ooh, like people like me that are nerdy about like the stuff that goes into your body and environmental sustainability. Like we'll find those people because that's important to us. Like, so there's an alignment there, and that's really all it is. So you show up as like what's important as the business, and the people, the tribe will find its way to you because there is alignment.
So what?
And I got all of that.
What's the? Because I'm like extremely interested in the branding and business. Would you say that nowadays it's easier for them to receive something, or it's more difficult for them to receive it because, like, do you have to bridge a gap and find that it's a little tougher now because things are a little different?
Yeah, so it used to be everything is moving so fast, right? So it
Indeed.
used to be that it was like 7 touch points and people would pay attention to you. And now it's like, I don't know, it's a shit ton of touch points because you're constantly scrolling on social media. You're inundated with all this information. Everybody's multitasking every minute of the day, right? We're not just focused in on the one TV screen and we're locked in on the commercial. How many times have you sat and watched television and you're on your phone and then you're on your iPad or you're doing something else because we can't focus anymore? And so it makes that job that much harder, right? Yeah. There's so many different, there's all this distraction and noise in the world that you have to be really clear who you are and who your people are, right? Kind of like dating. All of it is weird now because it's all these distractions.
I hate the fact. I'm glad you said that about like the TV and the iPad and stuff. Like, I hate the fact that people are quicker to look at their phone, and if a video is over 6 minutes, man, I ain't watching that video too long.
Yeah.
But you can sit there and watch an hour show that you don't even know anything about, you interested, or you see, this is a 30-minute show. You will sit there and your brain will just equate it to, oh, well, that's TV. No, this is just a TV in your hand. So you see 6 minutes on this and like video too long, but you look at your iPad, oh, this video only 10 minutes. Oh, this TV's only 30 minutes. Like, it's just like you said, the attention span and where everything is going is almost just like, it's just pointless. Cause I come from the social media before. I come from the internet, not social media. Cause my videos and stuff took off 2012. Before that was Instagram and Vine and all that stuff. So as I'm seeing this journey, he's like, he works with me a lot. We sit down and have conversations like, all right, what can we do to keep their attention span? Like, should the videos be 15 seconds? Should it be this? Should it be da-da-da-da? I'm a quality over
Spot. Yeah.
I'm a quality over quantity. I come from, if the content is good, no matter how long, you know what I'm saying? If you can catch them in the beginning, like, oh, this is like a movie or a TV show. Like, if you hit them in the face with something like, wow, then you got their attention. I'm actually starting to notice now they're doing that on social media where, let's say someone hits a backflip. For example, this is just a random example. Someone in the video hits a backflip, but they land on their neck. This is the first, you see that the first 3 seconds. And then after the first 3 seconds, it goes back to how it led up to it. So now you're like, oh, what just happened? Mm-hmm. Then it's like, boom, you watching the whole thing now. And then now you just saw them. You saw the ending of the movie first.
Yeah.
That's what kept you. Now you trying to wonder, like, where is it going? And then you see the end again. It's like, oh, okay, now. And then with pictures, mainly females do it. They'll be dressed butt naked on the thumbnail, and then they'll do some type of twerking move or something, and you'll go looking for that. Like, it's a picture. Soon as you click on it, hey, let me help you with this. The baby now. And it's like, man, if anybody trying to see all that, man.
The bait and switch.
You got to figure out now ways to like just keep people's attention. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's just me personally, because I am a content creator, and I do believe like I would like to work with you, you know what I'm saying, soon, or whatever you got going on, because we're trying to like figure stuff out. But my whole motto is, man, if it's good, people are going to watch it. Like, I don't try to focus on, I'm gonna get you, unless it's a 30-second video that I plan for it to be 30 seconds. I hate sitting down going like, well, how can I get more people to watch? And I just do whatever I got to do. And the people that can relate, they're going to come to me, because I don't believe in trying to get. I think most people mess up. How can we get everybody to watch our stuff? That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen.
It's a marketing thing. If you try to talk to everybody, you talk to nobody.
Exactly. So focus on what I learned was there are people out there like me. This is what now my mindset is. I don't have to try to relate to everybody. I just need to be myself and let whoever can relate to me, they're going to watch this video. And if it's about the money, there's 8 billion people roughly on this earth. I don't need everybody to give me $1. I just need 3 million people or 200 people to give me 10 or something like that. And it's like, boom, now I got the community that I've always been trying to relate to, and I get to stay myself. I don't have to fake for nobody. I put out my scenarios. I get with him and say, hey, this my idea, but that ain't what's going on right now. This my idea. And there's 1 billion people out there. 50,000 gonna be able to relate to Emmanuel in this video.
Right.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
love the quality over quantity because it's the exact inverse in everything. Like the algorithm requires you to do all the things, email, like newsletters and stuff. That algorithm requires you to send stuff weekly. Just because you're forced to say things doesn't mean that it's worth saying. Like,
Facts.
right? So you get you get inundated with a lot of stuff that is unnecessary because the powers that be say you have to be on this schedule
for the money.
So I love the quality over quantity piece.
2 more things, Jessica.
You said that 10 minutes
I
ago.
know.
Let's go. Let's
2 more
go.
things. Drake or Kendrick?
Shit. Kendrick. K-Dot all day long.
K-Dot.
And say something about that Super Bowl was not genius.
It was genius.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and
So
show
many.
it.
I loved it was clean though. I really appreciate the fact that I don't want to hear the N-word all the time. So I love the fact that it was clean.
Nigga.
On that note,
Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on. Please. You pick Kendrick. Because some people like Drake. So you pick. Now, because he brought up the beef part, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you were speaking on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said, Kendrick won that rap battle, right? Is that what you're saying, right?
or whatever beef they
I
had.
never
you just-
liked Drake.
Oh, you just speaking? Okay.
The bippity boppity hippity hoppity kind of stuff. It's just it's good club and you can hear in the car, but like it has no real substance to it. And I am all about like the meat, but like the substance. Give me the thing that feels like that you feel.
I feel most people
I
can't handle that though.
That
Like
is.
a lot of people can't handle because and what I'm finding out going on social and like hearing people like, bro, Kendrick performance was like whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because a lot of people are like they don't like to hear the message behind. It wasn't just a traditional Super Bowl performance. Like everybody wants the classics and the hits and stuff like that, and him to bring out Snoop Dogg and all these people, nostalgic kind of people. Like there was a message behind everything, every little thing that he did. There was a message, and people panning around the stadium, like people were just sitting there, like, "What is going on right now?"
But it wasn't for that.
It wasn't for that
demographic.
reason. Yeah,
The people that were in those audiences, the amount of money you had to pay to be there.
Right.
Like, it wasn't our people that
Right.
were there.
That's,
Right.
that's it's for
100%
Which made it all the more bold.
yeah.
That's so funny you say that. I ain't got to mention whatever about Drake. I'll just say this about Drake. I think Drake is a genius and he understands the game. So a lot of people look at Drake, well, I don't like that kind of music. You have to understand Drake has milked the game in a sense where, okay, I'm going to give you people what you want. I do know how to rap about what's real, but to stay relevant, I'm going to do these singles. I'm going to jump on everybody else's contract because that's the boom, 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 boom. Now I got that crowd. But when y'all listen to this album, it usually ain't nothing that y'all heard in the clubs. Yeah. It's about real stuff that you can relate to. This is why he has hits just put out there. And then when you listen to the whole album is good because you can relate to it. Now, I used to listen to him a lot. I don't for spiritual reasons now. But with the thing with Kendrick Lamar, what I respect about him is the same thing that I did on Wild 'N Out. Being on that show, in the first start of my career, I was kind of nervous, like, dang, I'm not being funny, or I'm looking at the other comedians, I'm like, man, da-da-da-da-da. Then next thing you know, I go, I'm going to say these jokes, and if they don't hit here, don't matter. It's a million people watching me that's not here. Because a lot of the people on Wild 'N Out, they say their jokes for the 300 people that's in this room. So if they don't laugh, they get discouraged. Me, now I'm going to say this joke anyway because there's 3 million people out there that going to get this joke. And then that's how, when I still say what I say, it may look boring on camera or not funny on camera, but my Twitter and Instagram is going crazy. Like, oh, y'all didn't get it? This is hilarious. That show don't deserve them. I'm like, that's what I do it for. Forget who's in this room. Y'all gonna laugh or whatever. But there's more opinions out there that matter than the ones that's in this room. So I like how Kendrick Lamar did that.
Y'all really should introduce yourselves a little more. It's talking about Wild 'N Out. I don't know what you like. Y'all should really just like y'all gotta let me know who I'm sitting with.
Well,
Okay, sorry.
And nobody gave me the cliff notes, so
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
that would allow the guests to engage y'all a little because when we know things, right, we can engage differently.
Okay, Emmanuel Hudson. I'm Nico Goodrum.
Mike Wells.
Oh, I know your name.
I played.
Yeah, I know the
played-
name.
I grew up here
Yeah.
in Jonesboro, Georgia.
Come on, Deb. Just tell her what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up here in
Jonesboro,
It all
Georgia.
They over here
started.
like rap.
This is 16 years of baseball. Professionally, been playing since I was 4. World Series. Shout out to Houston for bringing that ring to me. Yeah, it's been a journey of ups and downs, a lot of struggle, but
For sure.
yeah, 16 years, 8 years
Yeah.
in the major leagues.
Major leagues. Lou?
Baseball player as well. I'm done playing, but 12 years professionally. Yeah, so baseball player now, and then I got my hands in different things now. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Emmanuel Hudson.
Emmanuel Hudson, YouTube sensation.
Nah,
I don't like to. I don't like to do all that. But I started off on YouTube. Career took off from YouTube. Ended up on Wildin' Out, and just been touring, doing stand up here and there, hosting stuff like that.
You got very serious all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Serious.
Goofy.
Mike Wells, director, producer, mediator now, and do crypto on the side. So.
We'll learn something.
Yeah, Jack, edit all that at the beginning.
Yeah. So last thing, and we out of here.
Yeah.
Movie line that you live by.
Oh. Yes. So first of all, there was ain't no crying in baseball. I love that. But anyway, so the movie line that I live by is, and I'm gonna mess it up because he told me I messed it up last time. In the die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, you
That's-
talking about that?
That's a DC reference, oddly enough.
Hey, can we all give one? Like, what's your one liner?
Man, no, we all ain't even one. We
Oh,
outta here.
No,
what's
we out of
your
here.
one liner?
We out of
For
here.
a movie?
Yeah.
The way he acted, I was just, we got plenty. Like, I was just saying a movie line, you hurting my arm, things that you use in your everyday.
All right, y'all.
He said, all right, all right, look.
All right, y'all.
Jessica Johnson, everybody. Great another episode of the Clubhouse Lounge. Catch y'all next time.
Peace up. A-Town down.
A-Town down.
We had